And that was the last time I messed with someone with 6 toes on their left foot.
6 toes? Why? That story went from normal all the way until why does this person have 6 toes? Flip-flop wearing.
This is what the people miss in the
God.
5 minutes before the podcast. But anyway,
Guys,
here we are. I got to talk over talking over Mr. Ryan Derrick here. We got episode 118 of ZZP Power Hour. We're talking Streetcar Takeover.
Preparation.
Today.
Probably my favorite podcast besides the recap.
Yeah. It is hard to tell which one is which. Or
depends
better.
on how it goes.
Could be really cool, could be real sad.
Who do we have at the table?
Yeah, who
today?
do we got?
Oh, y'all already know who it is. We coming in on the Friday on the hot stuff. Ryan D at ZZP coming in for y'all. What we got over here?
I'll follow that up with a big Bo C at ZZP.
Bo C at ZZP in the house. Mr. 3800 himself. Let's get it going, baby.
What's up, guys? It's Tyler V at ZZP.
Tyler V at ZZP. Mr. LNF 2.0 right now. We on the team, boys.
And I am Randy O that nobody knows.
Randy,
Hey, that's pretty good.
We got bagged out Randy over there on the end.
Yeah.
Bagged out 1.4 Sonic on Baz with a Z04. Putting a gap on all you other Sonic boys out there. Let's get it.
Not wrong.
So yeah, we got Randy has been here before, but that was pre-employment.
Yeah, I was
Randy-
here twice as a customer, right?
He moved up here from Virginia.
Yeah.
Virginia.
The Virgin Islands.
Virgin Islands.
Clearly, by your complexion, that you are definitely from the Virgin Islands.
Same.
Noah Hammock Streetcar Takeover is an event. It travels around the country. They've got, I think, 10 or 11 this year.
Mhm.
Hosted at your local drag strip. Here it is at US 131 in Martin.
Yep.
And Federal Tire. But it's a great event for many reasons. One being you get a lot of runs. 2, they also do roll racing. So those
Tons of
who
fun.
are traction limited
Yep.
can have a lot of fun in there and not worry about braking. Then 3, I think one of the biggest things that, and we were talking about that today, is the crowd.
Yeah.
It is so much different than a typical
Test and tune on a Friday.
Yeah.
A lot of real cars. A lot of
Real
guys.
fast
A lot of guys that drive there and race cars. You know, like we are all about.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah. No, I'm just gonna pick that
and
off.
you know, a lot of fast cars. It's crazy what's considered a street car these days.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean,
As long as it's got a dash in it. Streetcar.
Yeah.
And
Trailers,
they what the roll racing classes start at like 130 mile per hour. Or maybe,
well, they bumped
maybe
it to
have
140, so that you used to be able to.
Yeah.
Their street class for the roll racing, street modder, I think it's called. It used to be 130 miles an hour and slower. So you know that's where most of our platform cars would fall because we all run 120 to 130 miles an hour.
Mhm.
Well, apparently that was too slow for everybody, and they bumped it to 140. So if you want to race a roll race class 4 competition, you're running with guys who could potentially run 140 miles an hour in the quarter.
That's
And
a
I
good
don't
amount
know
of
if you
speed.
know how fast 140 miles an hour in a
That's
quarter
fast.
is, but it's moving.
Yeah.
And so for those of you guys out there that don't know,
I mean-
like a lot of us thought that, in a roll race, you would typically trap faster.
Yeah,
But we found,
it's the same.
It's you
It's-
trap. Essentially, what you would trap in the quarter is what you would trap.
Almost dead on. It's kind of
Almost
wild.
dead on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even Justin, who puts on the event, will tell you that. Like your standard trap speed is going to be within 1 or 2 mile an hour of your roll race trap speed, which
Yeah.
is crazy considering you're starting at a 40 roll. But
Right, you would think so, but if you think about it, the distance, you're going 40 miles an hour already, and then like it just ends up making itself
math
up.
and horsepower and how
All
fast the
that
car's
stuff.
going.
Yep.
I don't know.
And one of the other great things is this is always a highly attended event by ZZP employees.
Yeah.
So this year we've got Drag Sonic, who's making its yearly debut. We got Randy Sonic
Yeah.
doing a little bit of roll racing. We got the Moose, which has a new fresh engine,
Oof.
running good.
Fresh.
Running,
It's going to be on 20 pounds
Yeah,
on this event.
it's going to do something.
It's either going to eat a 65E or it's going to go real fast.
It's either going to determine if Bo needs to take it apart before Taylor the Dragon or not, but we'll see. I'm confident. No, really, the car's never been at a better spot.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you were saying, kind of just get to actual prep talk of it, you were saying since you put the new engine in there, the new trans, that the car just feels different this year.
Yeah, I really didn't realize how tired the 138,000 miles bone stock L67 really was. And a lot of it was in the cylinder head too. It was tired. The car had been modified for 30,000 miles, and it by no means wasn't a bad runner, but man, did the new engine this year just, I was like, oh my gosh. The first time I touched the pedal leaving a stop sign, I was like, oh. It didn't have that torque before. And it had a lot of torque before, so it was like, it's crazy to feel the new engine. But just to give a quick rundown for all the 3800 geeks, we went L36 this year with a ST2 cam. That's the only adjustment. So 9.5 to 1 compression, we got a little cam so we can rev it now. Before, the Regal never wanted to rev on the stock cam.
In 1.9 rockers.
Yeah, in rockers, but so feels really spicy.
Well, that's really exciting to hear because, again, it's just those small changes and refreshing because, guys, I say it a lot around the shop that a lot of people have this idea that, once I modify the car, that's it. No, this ain't Need for Speed, homeboys. After a while, stuff wears down. It's a mechanical, moving parts engine. Like, stuff wears down. Stuff just isn't as tight as it used to be. It's going to lose a little bit of power.
With any engine, stock power, things are going to wear, but you're going to notice it less. But you double the horsepower.
People also think that, like, you put, forged pistons and rods in a car and you make more power. And I'm like, nope. You actually weigh more a lot of the time rotating assembly-wise, and you can just beat the crap out of it a lot more.
Yeah, that's it. You turn the boost more. Make it power.
It's not like you're never going to touch it again. It's just maybe it'll last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
And then to continue on, we also, Mr. McClure is bringing his Honey Badger. That's all finished. And
if not, he said he was racing the blue car, and I said, I think you probably have more fun in the blue car, but
we're gonna
either way, he's going to be doing something.
If so, we're going to have 3 Sonics at Streetcar Takeover. That would be some type of record for them. All these push cars.
They're just going to start a push car class, and we will dominate.
Is there a Sunday Cup?
Version.
Sunday Cup for drag racing.
Small liter class. Or
under 2 liters.
That'd be kind of cool.
That would be super cool.
Well, I mean, look at it. A lot of the brand new Civic SIs and stuff, they're all under 2 liters. They're 1.5s and 1.6s and stuff. But the first time I see a Juke R there, I'm going to throw rocks at it. I hate those cars. Ugly cars.
Oh, I forgot your irrational hate for Jukes.
Oh my God, it's not irrational. That is not a car.
It's a good car.
It's an SUV wannabe car, and it's stupid.
It's stupid, so it's fun.
So it is real dumb, but if you get a Nismo, you can get Sportsters in it, and I'm all about my Recaro Sportsters.
I get it. We get the Sportsters, but it's still a dumb car.
A 10-second Sonic is a dumb car.
No, but it's a cooler car than a Juke. Homeboy.
Yeah, that is true.
That is true.
It's stupid because the little turn signals are up above. The headlights look like fog lights. They're like this big. It looks stupid.
Every time I see them, they kind of look like a frog to me.
Yeah, they do look very frog.
They're like a dumb frog that's like...
Yeah, with the eyes popping out. Yeah,
I actually even got my Streetcar Takeover shirt on.
Hey, look at that!
Figured it was proper this morning while I was getting dressed.
Yep.
Ryan Derrick's sneaking the Cobalt down for some VIP parking in the car.
Yeah, VIP parking. Granted, if
hard park that thing.
If we can turn it up tonight. There's another ticket's probably gonna be
turn it up, take the wing off, put the gin trunk back on.
I do have. So right now it is in road coursey mode. I could take it because people haven't seen it, but
people haven't seen the gin trunk in
we wrapped that too.
It's wrapped. It's ready to go. It's literally ready to go.
I forgot about that.
I did not.
I am not a Cobalt Coupe guy, but that trunk when it came out when I was a Cobalt boy, I was like,
oh, it's good.
Man.
It's a good
but a part of the fun part about Streetcar is so usually when I take that car, if I'm hanging out the track or doing whatever, a lot of the old guys we were talking about earlier looking at me like, you got a wing on front wheel drive. What are you doing? Like, listen, boomer. Rear tires still need traction. It's mostly used for track stuff, other track stuff, et cetera, et cetera. But half the fun of Streetcar Takeover is on the way home too.
Yeah.
And that's always, and pretty much my entire life, the entire time I've been going to any event, like any drag event, any stuff at a track, the drive home is the most fun because somebody's gonna roll up. And I got a zoner road on 35 pounds that says, come grab a lane, boy.
Well, even on the way home from Grid Life the other weekend, there was a couple people out there. I was like, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm driving home.
Yeah.
Guys with 392 Challengers trying to get this gap.
Yeah, I did.
It's always the Challenger Bros.
Yeah. Always Challenger Bros.
Oh, yeah. Brad Keys is going to be there. He's going to bring me a transmission that I didn't need to buy.
No
but I
kidding,
did.
Brad. I'd love to.
Yeah, well, I'd love to meet you up.
Brad's going to be there.
If you ask us one technical question right there, we are going to drop kick you real fast. Just kidding with you, buddy. Just kidding with you.
Yeah, Bill Kish is making the trip out from New York as usual. So he'll.
Is that Trevor Plagmeyer in the freaking? Is he? Oh, you know how I knew it was MC Trevor? I didn't even see the name. He just said some stupid comment about Nismo Jukes are just LSJTs for being cool. No, you can put a GTR engine in them and they're still not cool. You can put whatever you want in them and they will never be cool. There is no such thing as a cool Juke. I said it.
You know what's funny? Complete tangent. This is irrelevant. But somebody posted a photo the other day of the Aztec. When the Aztec came out, it was highly regarded as the ugliest car that has ever existed. But you compare it to a lot of the SUVs today, and they're very similar.
They were like ahead of their time almost.
Yeah, they were 20 years ahead of the current design. I mean, you compare it to any of the new like Toyota HRVs and those.
Oh, I kind of.
And
some of the
a
Nissan.
lot of really nice features too.
But you know what?
Like the cooler
Hondas,
in the center.
The Hyundais, the Hyundais or whatever. They have the weirdest designs right now. Like the Tucson or whatever. It has like the like 15 lights going down the grill and stuff. Like
every time I see one of the new Hyundais with the lights through the grill like that, it reminds me of like the villain in the first like Thor movie. The guy with the fire shot out of his face or whatever. Yeah, that's what it. Every time I see one. It's just the way it is.
Pretty much. But on to the prep stuff. I mean, most of us here have been prepping in some way, form, or fashion. We know we did that. So the big one. Well, before we go that, excuse me, Randy, what have you been doing to prep and help out around and stuff?
Oh,
well,
drag Sonics.
Well, even your car stuff. Like, what have you been doing for your car?
For mine,
nothing.
The car just it works so well. I might just do like fresh gear oil just to. I do the no lifty thing a lot in my car, and it sometimes gets a little crunchy. But I mean, we
put some good fuel in it.
Yep, I'm gonna do like an E98 mix or something while we're there, so it at least smells fast.
It's all part of the equation.
Yeah,
it's all part of the equation.
You gotta make it an experience for the people. It's not just. I'll probably do that. I'll swap the rotiforms out for my OZs.
Yeah, I say race them on the aero disc.
I have this.
And then at the end of the track.
So if I wasn't roll racing, I could go up and like air the back out, give it a little, and just spin the fronts, air the back.
That's
up.
it. See, you're already on the game plan.
See, I really like the discs on the car though. So
they
I feel
look
like
great.
at 100 and whatever, maybe 5-10 miles an hour, they might just like yoink, peace out, and I'm not.
Nah, the aero disc. Aero.
I bet you can trap one.
We'll see.
One time.
I think the aero discs actually do improve my gas mileage.
No way.
Like 1.8, 1.9 miles to the gallon.
That's pretty cool.
Which is insane.
Bad.
I was talking to Tim about it, and he was like, "You know how Tim is about his gas mileage."
You mean Steve? You told Steve.
They're both the same age.
They're very equal. But Tim was like, I could do aero disc. I was like,
2 miles.
Only if you have rotiforms, and my rotiforms weigh like 900 pounds a piece. You don't want those wheels. Cool looking, but not good for gas mileage.
Also, you found out that they need some tapes behind it.
Yeah, if you don't want to mar the front of your wheel, you certainly want some type of vibration resistant.
A little bit.
Yeah. That's okay. Those rotiforms will never be without those air discs again. So
it is.
It's fine.
So now on to the big old thing. So as per typical ZZPerformance fashion, we decide to get ready a week before and drive everyone insane and stress everybody out. Look at the stress on Bo Cobb's face right now.
I'm feeling good.
It's going well.
I'm feeling good given the circumstances.
Knock on some stuff, but we did start a little earlier this year. Last year, Sonic was great. It was perfect. The only thing that we had fail was an aftermarket part, not ours. And it ran 10s. It was great. So we decided finally, thankfully, that engine had seen 4 years of constant abuse. I mean, I don't, other than maybe a couple of Matt Meekoff's vehicles, I don't know if any ZZP car has seen as much dyno time and whooping on
Yeah,
as that
if it does anything like my Regal's done, it's gonna do some a lot better stuff than it's ever done before.
So that engine was whooped.
Because
so
that engine was terrible.
oh, I mean, it's so much blow by.
I mean, it was running.
It still made nearly 600 wheel.
Well, that's the thing though. That thing saw a lot of boost.
Yeah.
Like 30 plus pounds.
Yeah. So
all the time.
So
right?
we made 575 on the dyno on the 35 shot and 35 pounds, I think. And then at the track, in third and fourth, it would run out 40.
Yeah.
That's a lot of boost,
more.
boys.
It's a good round number.
Yeah,
it's
good,
You always got to run. You can't have an odd number.
Mike grabbed a screen grab the other day of from Streetcar Takeover last year, and on the Cortex controller you can see 39.9 pounds of boost, and the shift light's on, and it's at $8,000. And I'm like, oh,
well,
it's getting me excited.
What was the air fuel in the screenshot?
Oh, well, it was like 12.6.
Yeah, that's
spice.
That's perfect.
But that engine was through a lot, so we hogged it out another mill. It still had 72 fives in it, so we
got a big bore 1.4.
We got big bore.
I cannot believe
Big
this.
bore.
A lot of cubes.
1.4.
A lot of cubes.
It's more like a 149.
It makes a difference.
It does. So we got that. We got a ported head on the car, which, if anyone in the chat hasn't heard us talk about this before, the ported head we did a long time ago. We put it on. It must have been the drag car or Propa car, and it didn't produce any results.
Yeah.
Now, at the time, we were still on either the V2 or the V3. We didn't even have the Z04 yet.
So the choke point was turbo.
Yeah. So you
Wasn't
had
the time for a ported head.
3-to-1 back pressure ratio, and opening up those ports just lets more volume back in. So now we got a ported head. We got our next stage of cams. It's kind of like a stage 1.5 in there at the moment, or you could call it 2, whatever it might be. But so we got those improvements. Turbo kit right now is staying the same, still on the Zona rotor, and then
Team Zona.
Yeah. So we're very hopeful. A fresh engine is not going to hurt. So
definitely.
That's big powertrain, power plant improvements.
Not to mention a refresh transmission.
Yeah, another refresh trans
with upgraded synchros this time.
Oh
right?
yeah. Fill us in on the synchronizer.
That's one of the
But
things.
before you do that, Randy, the chat has asked a question, Tyler, and I always go to bat for you, so I'm going to get on him after you get him. Have you learned to shift?
I know how to shift now.
Now, boys,
watch the videos from last year. I finally learned it.
Get off my man's Tyler. This boy be shifting his jaws off. We went out in my ATS. I'm like, Tyler, we're gonna no lift shift. We're gonna go practice a few years ago. And then he said, all right, I'm gonna do it. So a few times I had to hold his boy's leg because he's like, shift, boy, shift.
Yep.
My man's Tyler is ready to slap them gears with like them beers.
Yep.
And we know I can slap the beers.
He knows that's why I said what I said. He slapped them gears like
Every
them beers.
time I go to the fridge in my house, I'm like, who put Miller High Life in here? And I'm like, oh, Tyler.
I do. I always leave one behind wherever I'm at. I think I left some at your house too.
Yep. He said, yep. But they're not there anymore. Bo drank those.
Yeah, well.
He said, yep.
Yeah.
We're ready. Go ahead. Go
sorry, we are developing some cool stuff for the M32. We do have some carbon synchros that we are testing out.
Really?
They are.
Grabby.
Yep.
Like so,
I say it a lot. They are spicy things.
Yeah.
Like
so think of running your hand on this table here, and it's got some friction, and then put some grip tape down, and then try and do the same.
Yeah. Like even shifting the gear stack with your hand, like on the bench, it's like you get it just
so that boy's gonna grab.
It's not gonna be the transmission's fault.
Nope.
If we can't do second.
It's going to be mine.
It's going to be Tyler, what did you do?
Tyler, we're there. You
right.
got it.
He'll do it.
We got this.
Does it?
M32 rebuilds. That is a thing we are
we're working
possible. That is a
maybe.
thing we might offer, maybe.
Maybe.
Because of the carbon synchro bits we're playing with.
Yeah, what is nice, XT5 Life, we don't currently offer them or a rebuild kit. We're looking into carrying the things that we could put that together. But
kind of like we do for the 65E. The good bits you need, but we're not going to put it together for you.
Yeah.
And granted that it's maybe something we do, but we would like to offer the parts so you can at least acquire them.
They're very simple transmissions to take apart. Down the line,
possibly.
Possibly.
Connor, so good question. LNS with a over-ported head, which people were doing in the original days, it does lose power. So that's why you have to port the LNF heads very specifically and up to a certain point. Then it still gains power. But the LNF head flow is not where it gains its power from. It gains it from its efficiency of its burn. Has a tumble in there, burns with good, makes a ton of power. Super efficient engine. So, it's not about like you can put a ported head and even port an intake manifold out. It won't lose power with the intake manifold. It just won't do anything. But a ported head, when we port it, will do exactly what we say, and it will make a little bit of power. That's why you're obviously going to see it exponentially on a bigger turbo vehicle. So that's why most of it's going to work on the stock turbo, not as much, but you still gain some. But more back to the Sonic and all that stuff. So
I'm going to answer Tristan. Currently, we have no upgrades for the auto cars. What is nice is we haven't broken anything.
Yeah, they've proven to be very reliable transmissions at max effort Z04 builds.
Yeah.
We have two of them.
Two of them.
Two of them with more than 20,000 miles on them, and nobody's being nice to those cars.
No.
And I mean, the Yeti, for example, has a full dyno series of 20-some videos. You know, the car has hundreds of pulls on it. Al's Blue Sonic has made probably over 30 track passes at 250 wheel. And plus, he's daily driven it for years. And we haven't done anything to the transmissions. I checked Al's fluid the other day for him, finally. It's like, the transmissions are not a problem. We're working on some converter stuff.
Yeah,
which is
we do have a
what
possible
Tyler's trying to say.
tighter converter.
Yeah, that's kind of the only downfall on an auto with the larger turbo is, unfortunately, the converters just don't flash very quickly.
Now,
it's a standstill.
All I can say about that is if you're angry with your spool time on a Z04 and an auto trans, let's say, look into your engine's health, because we've really realized that if the engine is unhealthy or just worn, it's going to really exaggerate that, that spool time. So something to consider if you have an auto and you're like, man,
you better
it's not
drink
spooling.
that bourbon or whatever that you got hiding behind it. That thing is melting.
Well, yeah, you get a little water in it.
Don't dilute it, my guy.
I'm not gonna chug it.
I mean, don't chug it, but start sipping.
I gotta work
on
on
the
stuff
topic of Drag Sonic, though. The best part.
Oh, yeah.
The very best part, and what's probably going to yield the most gains, I would say, is a set of wheels and tires that are very proper.
Guys,
very
I can't wait till you guys see the new setup.
And it's going to look so good, too.
Yeah, as a joke, we were like, this would be cool if we could do this thing. And then I started measuring stuff, and I was like,
oh.
I'm like 90% sure I can make all this work.
Yeah,
and then we did some ordering.
check out our Streetcar Takeover prep video that Mike made the other day, which absolutely killer.
It's like a movie trailer,
like a Marvel movie.
It's like a Christopher Nolan movie trailer.
It gives all of us chills. So
I literally said if that song is not playing the entire time you're walking out, if you have to walk out to slow mo and explosions, I'm gonna be highly upset. So you set the bar too high, Mike. Sorry, Mike.
You'll see me rolling a certain size diameter wheel and tire at the end, and one of the pain points looking at the car was always our rear skinnies. We had to run an adapter. Obviously, nobody makes a skinny for a 5x105 pattern. So we ran an adapter. We had a solution for this year, and the rear wheels are nice and tucked in. A lot more aerodynamic.
And we have some suspension bits we're going to poke around with. Hopefully get that 60-foot down a little bit.
So we did that. Car now has a proper roll cage.
This thing is proper roll cage. Guys, and so this is a really cool thing, and it shows you just how far technology overall is coming. Because in the past, and in many cases, ZZPerformance and other shops, you kind of just get in there, measure some stuff, bend some roll bars, make some mistakes, start over again. But this year, we tried something different. Trevor Plackmeyer and Tyler in conjunction, we 3D scanned.
Yeah, we have an Einscan 3D scanner now.
Yes.
And it is so cool.
Yeah. So Tyler and I think most Tyler just Trevor did it. Trevor did it. And so we 3D scanned the entire inside of the car. And we got it to one of our head R&D guys, Keith Kirchin, and he made a cage in software, had it all measured up, put it on the manual bender, bent it all, and it stalled like butter.
Yeah, talk about the future is now. The
fact the future is new.
And check out Mike's video if you guys want.
Yeah,
there's a quick recap on it.
Yep.
But yeah, the fact that we could go from scan, straight to CAD,
Yep.
no bend in and check in and doing all that. I mean, the main hoop came out and it's just
Yeah.
right
Just
where it needed to be.
works. Yep.
So
And it is a monster cage.
it is cool.
And
Like, I'm kind of upset because I wanted to one for my car. I'm like, why didn't we have this thing when we made mine? I want this thing. It's so cool.
And also, like, people think you put a cage in a car and you gain all this weight.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say numbers, but we put the car on the scales last night, and I was like,
That's not that much weight.
that is, well, we should play a game one day and do some guesses as to what the Sonic actually weighs.
Yeah, if anyone in the chat can nail the Sonic weight
Here we
within
go.
2 pounds.
No. That's I'll say
Within
yeah,
2 pounds.
Within 2 pounds. Yep.
Then I'll send you something. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll send you a thing.
A hat, a t-shirt, I don't know. But so not only does it's obviously great for safety. It's
Yeah.
needed. We're in the 10s now. But also chassis rigidity. I mean, that thing is
And driver safety.
it is
Yeah.
a unit now.
Yeah. One more so too, and you keeping you safe in the car because you are the light boy. Keeping the light boy.
He is the lightest one of us.
Yep.
So we,
Well, now with Trevor gone, I'm
Yeah, I was
100% the
Yeah,
latest.
you are. They ain't no ifs, ands,
Al
or
and I
buts
are
about
both
it.
like 100 pounds heavier than Tyler. We can't fit in that
Al's
seat.
head by itself is 100 pounds heavy.
Yeah, got a big old brain in there.
Got a
As
dome.
Randy says, I have hollow bird bones. So,
Yeah,
you know.
He's got those hollow bones.
Oh, Brad, I wish it was 1,600 pounds.
If that thing was
I mean-
1,600 pounds, holy moly, we running 8s tomorrow, boys.
I mean, give me some time. I might be able to get it.
You're not getting it to 1,600.
I'll just cut the floor plan
I'm
out.
gonna say it's gonna be no floor plan in there, or and no roof,
Gonna
and is it
be-
gonna be you in the chair with an engine?
Yeah.
Flintstoning down the
Like those
quarter
guys
mile.
in Brazil, man, just running
Yeah, nothing.
Oh.
engine and bars.
Yeah.
And like
No
the
floorboard.
back axle is like one piece of chromoly with bearings and bicycle tires. I'm like,
Hey, you wanted 1,600 pounds? You got 1,600 pounds. That's really funny. But no, so it sounds like that's actually where Al McClure is right now, and the reason that he can't help me
Oh,
pull
yeah.
my car
Yeah.
right now, because he's literally down there right now, lathing and slaving away, getting
Yep.
this drag sign, getting the final touches.
Yep.
yeah,
But-
Al and I were here till 10 o'clock last night, I think.
It's pretty
10:15 exactly.
Yeah.
I came back to like you guys.
pretty much standard procedure that the week before is.
Yeah.
Is people stressing out instead of getting it done a month and a half ago?
Hey man,
Hey.
it's not for not trying. I was like, let's do this thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be good. Don't worry about it.
But also, Ryan K's been putting in some work. He's getting
yeah.
the
Yeah.
wiring all sorted because, like Al said before, this car has been such an evolution that it's okay. We need to add a thing here. We need to add a thing here. I
it's
mean, we started.
to make it work. Let's
Yeah,
do
we
stuff,
started
yeah.
with
Well, I
totally
think
stock.
I think in the last couple of years we've elevated all of our standards, and
That too.
you know we're bringing it up to that, and from the cage to the safety to the performance to the just overall
Sure.
cleanliness and functionality of the car, you know. And I told Ryan in like October, I think, maybe November, I was like, take this apart. And when it goes back together, I want it to be much nicer than this. And, you know, and then of course we wait all year and I tell him, remember when I said that? Yeah, now you need to do that in a day. And he was like, okay. And he just jumps right in there. And every time I checked on him today, he is like upside down like a monkey in this car, just wiring up some stuff. And I'm like,
that jungle
boy.
gym does not make it easy to work in that
He
car.
was in there, and I walked by earlier, and he goes, "It's kind of comfy in here."
That is the optimistic. By the way, guys, I'm not talking about me. We have another Ryan here. There's always, there's the.
There's always got to be a couple.
There's always a few Steves, a few Tylers, and a few Ryans.
Uh-huh.
But it's Ryan K, one of our techs here, and he's just a super optimistic guy. Oh,
Yeah.
it's not so bad. Oh, yeah, it's comfortable in here.
Yeah, it's like if I was a mechanic.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, essentially.
Yesterday he was chasing down bolts, and then I asked him today, and I was like, when is it going to run? He's like, Monday. I'm like, that's my boy.
Okay, that's ahead of schedule.
I know.
We are
I'm
normally
like, that's
looking
4
at
days
good.
ahead.
Thursday.
You
yeah.
guys stress me out. I'm already stressed out.
The day before, we're putting it on a dyno. Like, yeah, it'll probably work.
No.
It hasn't failed us,
I mean,
except for when I destroyed the trans.
well,
the day before you're supposed to go. No, that same day you're supposed to go to the
Oh,
strip.
yeah.
That was the same day.
It's day before.
Was it the day before? I thought it was
Yeah.
that was the disappointing dad look.
Yeah, that was disappointing dad.
Al.
It was a Thursday night that he broke the trans, and we
And
were
it
going
was-
Saturday.
Yeah.
Well,
See, that's why you don't get it running too early. I do
what
that stuff.
do you mean?
That doesn't make sense.
God dang it.
Yeah, so far, Arcane Shadows is the closest.
Yeah.
He's the closest,
He's the closest.
but he's not within 5.
No, he's not within 2.
Not
Or
within
5.
2 pounds.
Yeah, I would say even 5.
Yeah, I call it 5.
would be fine.
But yeah. So I mean, that is good that the Sonic is coming together.
Uh-huh.
It is going to be a very unique setup. It's going to be crazy. And again, what is the coolest thing about this? Not the coolest thing, but what's really cool about the Sonic is it draws people to it every time.
Every time.
Right, so every time you hear, you know, in the burnout box,
Yeah.
People's heads
people
break.
turn and they all come and watch this thing.
Everyone does. It
Everyone.
doesn't matter who they are. If there's
Doesn't
some
matter.
old boomer with their 12-second big block,
Yeah.
they look over and they're like,
And then,
What the
then,
hell
then,
is
then,
that?
it rips off in 11. They're like, what?
Well, god dang.
Oh, what? Oh, that thing ain't got a Hemi in it, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Podunk, go over there and get that thing. We got to get the Hemi out. We can't lose no dang Sonic. Go turn boost nitrous. Oh, put a ride-through block? Okay, all right. All right, we'll bring back the engine. Let's put a bigger block in that thing. Put a Hellcat engine.
Let me tune it real quick. I got this screwdriver.
Let's do that for the carburetor.
I do love when every once in a while the 131 guys are like, oh yeah, ZZP's got the push car out here again. Who thinks they can beat it?
Yep.
yeah, the announcer guys are always making fun, and then we rip off a good time. And I'm like,
Yep.
hey.
Yeah.
But no, if there was, in some hypothetical situation, a day of only like burnouts in the box, like the racing's fun.
Yeah.
Going down the track is a lot of fun, but staging and just like
Looking around, yeah.
fireballs coming out of the hood, and everyone's like,
What
is that?
What I do appreciate about science in general, like obviously if you're not in our markets, in our community, you don't know what it is exactly.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
a spark.
Yeah, I said, hey, it looks like ZZPerformance
That's a
has
nice
this Chevy,
spark you got
has Chevy
there.
Spark out there.
So many times at Grid Life.
I want to say at Grid Life,
Is that
everywhere else,
Spark?
yeah.
Is that
No one
Spark?
knows what it is. And then up here say, oh, this ZZPerformance is a Veo?
Yeah.
Like, no one knows.
Kinda.
Yeah, it is.
Technically, it's
It's-
an Aveo.
Speaking of the burnout, I just can't wait for the new tires, just all wrinkly and way aired down, and it
Yeah,
just
like
does
8
the
to 10
burnout and it
pounds.
pops up on them, and just
Yeah.
it's gonna be so good.
Mhm.
Yeah, Mike, you might need to
I
get
am
a
ready.
slow-mo.
Me and
of
Randy
that.
are gonna look at each other and be like, "Yeah."
that was a good decision.
That's funny, man.
But even with the cage, I think we dropped what we can surmise, maybe 100 more pounds.
Almost 100 pounds. I'm confident that I can pull about 60 or 80 more pounds out of the car.
That's big claims, boy.
Yeah, we kind of just
Back
got
that up.
busy. We'll
I-
revisit the weight.
I think I can pull about 60 more pounds out of the car.
So you know, first event of the year, it's gonna be a ton of fun. I'm not expecting anything crazy,
Yeah.
but I do think that it should at least be able to match and do better than last year.
For the folks following along, we lost over 40 pounds in rotating mass
Yeah,
from wheels and tires.
that's
That's
big.
a lot.
That's
too.
huge.
What's cool is we have roll racing the first night, so
Uh-huh.
you're gonna be able to like get a feel for the car
Yeah.
without being put in like a really
Precarious situation.
Yeah, just like a
Yeah, the first time out every year is
Low
always
pressure, just
yeah,
go
low
out
pressure.
and-
Just go out, roll out, floor
Mhm.
the car a couple times, shift some gears. Like that'll be huge for
Yeah.
prepping you for some dig racing the following day.
Well, see, and that's something too to our people out there watching.
Plus, we'll get some data on the car.
Yeah.
We'll figure out what it's trapping.
Oh,
We'll have a
yeah.
really good idea and probably be cheersing some beers on Friday. Like, oh, tomorrow's gonna be good.
So on top of that, I want to say to everyone, so the whole event of building a fast car and going the fastest,
Mhm.
you never go out it's very rare you go out, off the trailer you run this. Like the
yeah,
car has to
no,
be
it's-
super dialed, and it takes many times
Oh, yeah.
for us to get used to it and stuff. It's not just I built an engine, I put the car on this, and no, I'm gonna go and run this time. No,
Yeah.
it doesn't go like that.
I mean, last year it ran the 10.9 at Streetcar at like 9:55 at night.
Yeah,
It was almost dark. Well, it was dark.
it was dark, yeah.
And I probably had 10 or 12 passes that day. So
Bo and I were joking this afternoon. We were like, yeah, we both bought tickets for roll racing. We're going to do like 5-6 pulls, and then we're going to be on drag Sonic stuff. We're going to do some pulls in our personal cars and be like, well, that was fun.
Okay. Speaking of that, Ryan D's about to get into Ryan D mode right here.
Oh.
The amount of MFers that sandbag in their freaking cars at street. Okay,
yeah.
guys,
Oh, yeah.
I got side rant. real big side rant to start getting things a little spicier in here.
Sign up for the right class.
Yeah, number one, sign for the right class.
Don't be a D-bag.
Number two, okay, I'm gonna build a sleeper. No one cares. No,
Yeah.
you're not cool for doing that. So there's this local guy. If you're watching, know that you're the guy we're talking about. You're annoying us. Like he put 2.3 badges on the site. Dude, we can hear the spool. We can hear it's a V8. Clearly, no one is fooled by your 2.3 badges.
Yeah.
And then he goes out. He doesn't cheat, but he like kind of pushes it faster when you're racing the draft. It's like we know we're gonna beat him, but like he's just pushing me for let's go 50 instead of 40. Like come on, dude, just go 40. Like guys. Follow the rules and quit sandbagging just because you don't want to play with the big dogs. If you don't want to play in your yard, get out your yard, turn your car down. God dang.
Don't want to play with a big dog, stay on a porch.
Yeah, stay on the porch.
Well, I mean,
man.
if you have to have a way overpriced Mustang with a way overpriced turbo kit, and you have to pick on some
A
guys,
Sonic.
That's what I'm saying.
and that's cool, but
Dude,
like,
you got a Coyote. You got 5 liters. That is over 3 times the displacement of a 1.4
two
Sonic.
turbos.
Yeah,
like,
turbo.
you're gonna go home to your wife and kids and be like, "Hey guys,
I beat a
guess what I
Sonic.
did?
I beat
I mean,
you
a
guys
Sonic."
tonight.
Yeah. Like I beat the ZZP Sonic. Congratulations. You're trapping like 150, guy.
In the 130 class.
In the 130 class, and you're sandbagging the whole way. Stop it.
and
You're not cool.
The Streetcar Takeover does do a good job. They, I've seen them grab some people that when they
Pull
hear
them out of
them
that
lift,
class.
Yeah.
and they'll reclass them. But people get
Yeah,
crafty.
it's busy.
He
There's a lot of cars.
he double bought.
We would never expect them to pick out every single.
Every
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you can, but
It
there's
is
some
what
people that there's some people that I'm super smart. I can't tell you what setup I'm running, dude. I have a
I've
4-cylinder.
never understood that.
Like I come from the Chicago scene. That's a big thing because the grudge racing and people, people in the hardcore drag racing. Okay, I get it, but you're at a streetcar takeover, dude. No one is trying to copy your thing and trying to say like figure out how fast you're going. You're fine, Connor. Yes, I will happily do that. Just put a note on the order, and I have like 5 of them. So if you want 2 or 3, let me know. I'll get them to you. I'll put them in there for free. But yeah, like come on, man. Just talk about yourself. But obviously, we're asking because we're interested.
Yeah.
Your car is fast. You sound.
We're not going to copy it and put it in our Sonic. What?
Also, it's not like I'm going back to the pits like,
Oh, yeah.
yes, I need to turn up the jets for this one.
Yeah,
like the car is going to do what it's going to do.
It's
We're just
genuine interest. Like, it's not... I think we're going to go back and put another 1.4 in parallel and then another turbo. Like, what do you...
we got to come back and beat that guy. We're not street racing right now, guys. I get it. I get that's the whole event, streetcar takeover. Have a little fun. Let's have fun. We're going to beat on our cars and possibly break them and cry after that. Let's have some honest fun.
Also, we were only on a 35 shot last year, so if we need to go a little faster.
Yeah.
We can jet up.
And we are we're figuring out some boost control things too.
We got a lot of things in motion.
That's what I've learned a lot with entering the turbo world is control.
Yep.
Yes.
It's crazy how fast or how how things can work well, but if it's not in control, it's not being as efficient as it could be.
Correct.
Yeah.
This is
So when you start getting a grasp on the engine and how it's operating, and you're in control, things can go a lot better with the same setup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it can work perfectly well for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Daily in their car and just having fun here and there. But when you're trying to take that extra
step.
Yeah, it can go a long way.
So next thing, what are we gonna do at the? Speaking of prep, a lot of people don't know when you go to the drag strip. There's prep involved. Even like when you get there, you're not ready to go. Prep.
All right.
Let's
Things first.
Let's go.
Fresh wipe down with ZZP spray wax.
Oh yeah.
That is step 1. All the cars,
Guys.
Because it has been proven to knock. I'm kidding.
It is scientifically proven.
Hey,
there's less drag coefficient.
Just as weight. Ounces make pounds.
Slicker
than aero more than them.
Slicker than snot.
I am going to say this though.
But that is step 1.
It is.
I'd even say too, guys, get all the Taco Bell trash bags out of your cars. Extra weight.
Yeah.
And stop being gross people. Get all your junk out of your cars.
Wednesday night, I'm going to give Sonic a nice bath. I'm going to take off what I inflicted last year.
Yeah.
Get the dent hammer out. Ting, ting.
Yeah,
Call the dent guy in.
Guys,
131, if you don't know, at Streetcar Takeover, they put trash cans in the most inconvenient spot. And if you've been to 131, I guarantee you've hit a trash can there.
Yeah, it's not just me.
It's
right,
not
right,
just
right in your
Tyler.
blind spot. Just.
Also, if you don't have a mirror, it doesn't.
Oh yeah, that's true too. That's true.
but guys, clean up the
I
car.
might have hit a trash can
They're
last year.
huge
He
metal
definitely,
trash
it don't
cans,
matter.
man.
He definitely hit one. Guys, just clean your cars up. It's not nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
You don't have to. Your car does not have to be an S box and not dirty to enjoy going driving.
Yeah.
Have some pride in your car.
Look good, feel good, go fast. You know?
It is scientifically proven that a cleaner car feels better.
Oh,
Yes.
100%.
After I wash my car, even it is
You
a,
feel
it's a
great.
little S box. I drive it around. I just like, how does it feel like it drives better?
Yeah, I know, right? You're like, wow, I don't even hear that click anymore.
Same with oil change. You do oil change in the car on the same day.
Mm-hmm.
You have a brand new 2027 car.
You floor it like 5 times, don't even feel bad after an oil
Yep,
change.
yeah, sure don't.
It is weird how those small, like, maintenance items, even like a spark plug change,
Yep.
Oh yeah.
They
takes you
start
15
like oh,
minutes. It's one of those things that
car
you,
feels
you
great.
can screw it up, but almost never.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, you go in, you know exactly what you're doing,
Yep.
you get to gap them down, you spend a little time standing
It's
in the
fresh
garage.
Yes,
you know?
mechanic.
Yeah. Fresh business. So clean up your car is
Drop 'em
number
in.
one.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's number one. Get some detail on it. Clean it. Doesn't have to look like a crap box just to go fast. What's the next thing we're doing at the track?
Tire
boys?
pressure.
Yeah.
Tire pressure?
pressures.
Get the tires down, and then probably check them again in the lanes. But then
Yeah, if you
they're
got
gonna
time.
warm up after the pass. So it's a
Yeah,
lot of tire checks.
I want Tyler to drive the car around a bit too, because when you got brand new tires, you got to scrub the mold release off them.
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
it's a really good idea to try to scrub the mold release off before you go out.
Oh, I'll do some second gear burnies down the,
Yeah, there you go.
the back.
Bop, 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 bop.
Tire pressure.
Tire pressure. Okay.
Um,
Weight reduction.
Yeah, if
I
you're
mean,
bringing
that's
a,
normally already done. Fluids are checked when you show
I
up.
mean, do you seen these ATS dudes taking out seats and dashboards and stuff when they're at the track?
Really?
not your driver's door panel though.
Not your driver's door panel. Don't take
Yeah.
that out. But like, yeah, like I know, like a lot of people take out their seat before going to the track or even
Mhm.
at the track because they
Yeah.
want have a passenger or whatever. So
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, Bo Cobb showed up in 2021 to his first one with the Regal and is fully yeeting
Just
parts
pull it
out of
stuff
the car.
that was the
Yes.
Grand Prix. That was MCTP.
Oh, that was Zooms. Yeah.
Okay.
this boy,
Yeah, that's-
Exhaust coming off.
this guy still does not have a back seat in this car, and it drives me
We
insane
showed-
walking past.
Oh, that
the
is
Regal.
phenomenal. I love it.
No,
We took Zoom GTP there and we ran one pass. And I'm like, not fast enough. And I was like, that drag Sonic's here and it's going a little faster. I looked at Tim. I'm like, we're stripping her. Tim's like, take the laptop out. I'm like, I guess, yeah.
I mean,
Like,
yeah,
I'd like some data.
2 pounds.
Yeah.
But
that,
yeah.
that was great. That
And then the next
21.
And then the next year, or maybe the same year, I broke
The
the
gas pedal. Yeah.
oh yeah, you take the one out the Regal. Yeah,
Took the one off the Regal, put it in, beat the drag Sonic.
Yeah,
That
he
was a good
did.
time.
he
Well,
that's Bo Cobb's crowning achievement
Yep.
because
This
he
is my life. Like
I don't-
my life went like this. Beat the drag Sonic.
Beat the drag Sonic.
Decline.
Just been on the downslope.
Yeah.
and stuff.
There he is.
What are we at here?
What is this big-headed guy here
Oh,
on
hey.
I heard you talking about the time you lost for no reason.
here?
Oh, Dad's mad.
Dad's mad.
Well,
Oh,
All right, how about this, homeboy? How about I give you my seat for a little bit?
Okay.
You can come over here.
Cool.
I'll trade you out when you're done.
You
So,
know,
yeah.
even though, you
I-
know, yeah,
I don't
I
care
I
what
do talk a lot of
happened.
shit about that.
that day, that was so much fun.
I would be equally as happy about that day if you would have grabbed that gear and beat me.
I
Like
know.
I would
Yeah.
still be that happy.
Yeah, I know. It was
There
just
was this.
so cool running down the lanes with your bud. Like,
Mhm.
yeah.
This is a good spot to jump in the conversation
And I
because
love-
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And I
I've been
love when
happy
you
either
watch
way.
the recap video and there's a certain shot where everybody in the ZZP tent is just like as both cars go by and everybody's like, oh.
Yeah.
Cliff notes, I missed
yeah.
a gear.
Enjoy that.
Yeah.
It's not happening again.
Like, I will absolutely get walked by the moose, but I still want a picture of me and Bo going down
Absolutely.
131.
Yep. It's just it's just the excitement, the hype. Like we were standing in the pits and like that was fun. We had both cars next to each other and like this is it.
Yep.
We're doing it.
We were talking about you and Tim messing around 3800 and his 1.4, and I was like, it's almost like 3800 has more than double the displacement.
Yeah, nearly 3 times. But that whole attitude you guys were just talking about is exactly what I was saying earlier. Like, obviously, I want my car to be ready in time.
Yeah.
But if it's not, the weekend is like, that's such a small part of this whole event that I'm like, I can go drive the blue turd and I'll be happy.
Hear me out. 3 Sonics.
At this rate, it very well could be that.
Don't lean into the mic. We're gonna have a sub 2-liter class at Streetcar Takeover. We talked about
just us 3.
Yes, thus far it's
hold on.
3 cars.
The Honey Badger's 1980 something.
Al, you
all right,
would
so
pull
I
out
might
some
not
build seat and be
win.
like, actually, I'm in this.
Actually,
class.
86 times 86.
And the guy at the booth is taking off his shoes to count.
Yep. Some of those guys.
Wait a minute.
We got Saturn Ions and freaking Chevy Sonics and what the hell?
This Rubbermaid car.
These guys took Streetcar way too seriously.
I know. I'm so excited to see the Sonic in action in a proper form.
Oh,
I mean, the Sonic, I'm so excited to see it run in person for the first time.
yeah.
I've been watching videos from the past just because I really want to get our 60-foot down. But as much as I'm excited...
We all do, okay?
I know.
1.5's not bad, dude.
But
It could be better.
As excited as I am about the Sonic, I'm more excited to hang out with the friends and do the car guy thing and like...
Yeah.
It's just
a
nothing better
wholesome
than a weekend with your buds doing car stuff.
Even the nights we've had here working on it.
Yeah.
That's the exact atmosphere.
Like, Al and I last night were like, there was a handful of times where I looked and I was like, why? Why are we doing this? But that's exactly what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is why.
Yep.
Yeah, Brad, I'm super excited to finally meet you. Almost nothing brings us more joy to see the customers actually come to events.
Absolutely.
And meet us and put a face to a name. And, we got social media now, but there's nothing better than actually
I have had
meeting you.
many customers in emails that I know are within driving range, so I mentioned to them we're going to be there, and they're like, you don't mind if we could, like, dude,
Absolutely
please.
not, yeah.
That's the whole
Join
point.
in our camp.
Like, yes, we are obviously going to have fun whether you show up or not, but we want you to be a part of it too.
Yeah.
Yep.
But as for what to bring for the first time, sunscreen, big
hat,
a big silly hat.
You need
I
a-
gotta debut my silly hat this
You
year.
got a new one?
Oh yeah,
Yep.
new year, new silly hat.
Mm-hmm.
We know how it goes.
Sunscreen.
Hi, Connor.
earplugs.
Welcome to the conversation.
I guess if you are genuinely worried about what to bring, I mean, they got full concessions there, but they do allow coolers in.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
There's a sign that says no. There's a sign that says no coolers.
But
so use your own discretion.
But
they have Dippin' Dots there. Just saying.
ooh,
If I run faster than last year, I get Dippin' Dots.
That's true.
Al and I were talking about making our own Dippin' Dots a couple weeks ago with liquid nitrogen from across the street. It is not food grade. Don't do that. But anyway,
I
sorry.
mean, we can still make it.
Just like your own Dippin' Dots.
Well, not. Why
They're
not?
kind of expensive, but they're delicious. They burn your
not
tongue
wrong.
every time.
Yeah, they're not.
Oh, sorry. Hi, Tristan. Yes, it was. Also
Anyway,
great
to
seeing you
recap,
with you.
I might be racing the Honey Badger at Streetcar Takeover, but that's if it's ready in time.
yeah, his
Priority is the Sonic.
priority is the Sonic.
Yep.
Maybe like I foresee. Apparently, the Sonic's gonna run Monday. We tune it Tuesday.
It's reasonable.
We're like, wow, this is working really well. We might as well work on the Honey Badger Wednesday and Thursday, and then everybody's there.
Yeah, if that happens,
That's how
cool.
I see it.
If that happens, awesome. Because like, as we've discussed, for unfortunate reasons, my car's not going to be on kill mode at this event.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, whatever.
Yeah, fun to drive, but
Yeah.
Arcane Shadows. Remember what Boz Layman said: always wear sunscreen.
That is true.
Yeah.
You could say that.
Good '90s song reference. I don't know if you remember that.
No.
No.
Really?
No.
I thought you would know that song.
Anywho,
Anyway.
I have the calipers. The calipers are good to go.
Sweet.
Nice.
Rotors are good to go.
I've had a handful of people sneak into the DMs on Instagram. Hey, are you guys gonna make a small brake kit for Sonics? I am not.
No.
No.
Absolutely
They
not.
are
This is
underbraked
custom.
from the factory.
But please don't do this.
Yeah. Don't do as we say, not as we do.
Yeah.
What else was I gonna say? I need you to 3D print some hub-centric rings for the spacer inside of the spacers.
Okay.
Outsides are done. Studs good. I had to really clean up the burrs to get everything to fit. I'm gonna go back and work on probably the intake stuff next.
Great.
Nice.
But I'm sure they told you that's why I just popped up for a little bit. I'm literally working on the car right now.
Yep.
Trying to get some things together.
I'm
Yeah, I
gonna
was
swap
like-
the rear springs, go for some stiffy boys, and then we'll figure out interior.
hmm
It's not far.
No, it's
Feeling good about it?
I'm feeling good about it.
I'm feeling good about it.
The engine setup is pretty much a carbon copy of last year with some small upgrades that, if everything works, those upgrades will be coming down the line to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're there in person, you probably can see what they are.
That is true.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, I'm going to get back on the car.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
You guys have fun.
Okay.
Yep.
We'll see you in
Thanks for
9
stopping
minutes.
by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn the both.
It's that 5 to 10 work schedule. I'll be out there.
Brandon, love to hear it. Always good to see people mowing grass.
Man,
Eric-
it's been dry as heck. You're mowing that grass? Mine hasn't grown
Mine
at all.
hasn't
I
grown.
love it.
He's definitely not in West Michigan.
Yeah.
It has not rained for
Over 30
3
days.
What?
Over a month.
No, it
I think
hasn't.
it's
really?
going
No
on like
way.
6 weeks.
Yeah. My
It's-
grass was cool for really nice for a day.
Yeah.
And then the sun.
Just so you know, Michigan, I know this is your first summer.
Yeah.
This is not normal.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I was like,
we
This-
will have had a lot of rain most years.
It smells like disappointment and owl over here. Why does it smell like this?
But we might get some rain this weekend. We'll see. As long as it doesn't rain next week,
Yeah.
then we'll be okay. Since we're wrapping up, we're in the last 10 minutes.
8 minutes.
Bo, what do you expect? What are you thinking? What's
What's
moose
the goal
gonna
for
do?
the moose? Yeah.
Okay. the moose
I'm
gonna
glad
do?
I'm glad you asked because I thought about it today. And I reeled my stuff very conservative. The moose just needs to go 11s.
Okay.
11.9999 would be okay with me.
It was
But,
12-0 before.
Oh man, last Streetcar Takeover, I ran like 10 12-0s in a row, and it was fucking
It's a good bracket
ridiculous.
car. What do you mean?
I know, dude. What's crazy that you say that is I had the W body gathering on Saturday, so I couldn't run the 12-0 class the next day, or I would have won that thing.
Oh, he was 12-0-0.
Like 12-0-2, 12-0-5, 12-0-4, 12-0. Like if it had a 12 and an 0, I was running it. And I finally looked at Tim and I'm like, this ain't going faster, dude. Like, and I also realized the boost controller was an issue at the time because I would have turned the car up, but I couldn't. Anyway,
Unfortunate.
you're always sorting stuff out on cars, but it was like 18 and a half pounds. I couldn't get any more boost out of it at the track, and we were running 12 O's, man, and I had no more weight to take out, so it was what it was.
What you need to have Tyler drive your car.
Oh, I should have thought about
You
that.
should have just put Tyler in the car. All right, Tyler.
I
However,
would love to
I
try
will
those.
say it's an auto. It's not easy to launch.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know,
You-
Anyway, 11s and 120 miles an hour is what the Moose is going to do.
What did it trap before?
Teens, high teens.
Okay.
Okay.
That's pretty.
So
pretty
pick
good.
up a couple. I would love to see it deep into the 120s, and I would love to see it deep into the 11s. And I feel like I got everything to do it. We just got to get everything to come together.
Yep.
You gonna bring those RPF ones with those radios on?
No, I don't think so,
No,
man.
I don't think they'd fit on the suspension setup we have currently. Though.
They should be. I mean, it's basically the same spec wheel I have now, only an inch narrower. It should be fine, but
He's
I
on
know
nine and a half.
the aspect ratio is.
I'm pretty.
Well, he's 9.5, and that has a different offset too. So
Okay.
he has a lot of room.
I'm pretty good on just showing up as it sits in the parking lot now, running an 11, running some 120s,
Hey, that sounds
That's
great.
a fantastic goal.
and
Love
then just full on doing whatever the Sonic's doing.
Yep.
Hey,
I am taking. Sarah's bringing the GXP. Got a VIP parking pass for that, so that'll be there.
is Berlin gonna be there?
Considering it, we'll see. It's gonna be a long day,
It's gonna be a
Yeah.
long day.
and it's always
absolutely.
noisy. So
For those who don't know, we got a GSD owner over here, and Berlin likes to climb with stuff. He's a goat dog.
Yep,
And
he is a goat dog.
I want to pet the goat dog.
Yep.
I want
He's
to
a
pet
good
him
pup.
and I want to love him some more, so that my dog Chemistry can be mad at me. He'll be mad.
And I'm gonna bring Ernie and he'll beat him up.
Ernie will beat me up. I don't want.
He's such an angry cat. Why?
Tyler, like,
such a small
all
body
your other
for
cats
so
are
much
so
anger.
good. Why is Ernie the one?
He came from my.
Yeah.
Tyler got Ernie from my Sarah's sister, and he's a straight farm cat,
Oh yeah.
and
likes
he is from.
Okay, guys. All right, guys.
You can
okay,
take the
side
you can
tangent
take the
about
cat
pets.
off the farm, but you can't take the farm out of the
No,
cat.
that guy's a thug. That guy's a straight thug.
Dude, there's coyotes on the farm, man. You can fight off a coyote if you needed to.
Okay, boys.
Street cat takeover.
Guys, for background, we're all animal owners here. 3 of us have dogs. Tyler has cats. So Tyler's a big cat guy. And most of Tyler's cats are real nice. He has Pam. Pam is the size of a small dog. It's a huge cat.
Yep.
That's
Pamela
chill.
Patterson.
Yep. And, you know, we pet Pam and stuff. He says he has another cat named Georgie. I don't believe him. I've never seen it. But I've seen pictures of it. But I've never seen it in
Georgie
person, so
Cooney.
whatever. Yep. But then he got Ernie. Ernie in pictures looks like the nicest cat in the world.
Except that he's always on crack cocaine.
Yeah, so he's just always on crack. So
He's-
I go over there for a bonfire to Tyler's house.
yeah.
And I meet Ernie. I'm like, oh, well, hello, Ernesto. Very nice to meet you. So I'm petting him and stuff, and we're cool, you know, and all that stuff. And so I leave out, and Erica's wife pulls me aside. It's like, that cat beats me. I'm like, what? What do you mean? So, you know, hours go by, we're drinking and stuff like that, and Erica and I are talking about how Ernie like tries to dominate her and beat the crap out of her. And so I'm like, he was so nice to me. I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, I gotta go to the bathroom. I've been drinking a lot. I gotta go to the bathroom. I go in there. Ernie's sitting at the front door. I'm like, hey Tyler, he's sitting at the front door. He's like, okay, just kind of move him aside.
Yeah.
So I do. He moves aside. He comes in. I'm like, whoa, what are you doing? He starts giving me the pats.
Yeah, he
starts
gets you
trying
the
to-
pats.
I'm like, whoa. So I'm like, I run to the
Yeah.
bathroom. I
You
run
just-
to the bathroom.
When you go in, you just have to walk with a purpose.
Yeah.
And Ernie will
then
leave
he'll
you
get
alone.
out of the way.
Yeah.
Yep.
So after I do that, I'm in the bathroom. I'm like, he's gonna be waiting for me.
He's plotting his plan right now.
Yeah, that cat is literally waiting for me. So I crack the door open, and literally, he is from me to Tyler on his little couch seat there. He's looking at me. He says, I close the door. So then I think about it.
Yeah, he lived there for an entire week.
Yeah, I essentially go to the bathroom for like 2 or 3 minutes longer, wash my hands, and then I kind of run out of your house. I kind of run very quickly.
Good thing it's a small house.
Yeah, it's a very small house, but
Yeah.
yeah, like I'm deal with animals all the time. I'm in animal husbandry. Ernie's scary.
Yeah.
That's a scary cat.
He's a crazy boy.
Yeah, he's got the demon in him. I don't know.
Yeah.
Real quick before I move on down the line, I talk about my goals. Our good boy Bill Kish is coming out. I see he commented.
Okay.
We're gonna get him a D12 on the blower.
Oh, yeah.
this year.
Ooh. Okay.
He's made a lot of good improvements to the car, and
Found out he had a vacuum leak today, huh?
yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Kish, we heard about that.
No, he's just piping the intake noises to the inside. It's like a brand new car.
Vacuum line, boost gauge not taking off. What the heck, Mr. Kish?
I will say he is a very good supporter of ZZPerformance.
Absolutely.
And
Very
man,
positive
does he
person.
take good notes. He's done an aluminum subframe swap. He switched to a 4-inch intake.
Yep.
He's done a lot for the car to improve.
Heck yeah.
I think he's got a good tire setup finally.
He
so-
is a dedicated person. Like, this guy was talking about, hey, I'll come up any day you guys want me to. I just, I'll take off a Friday, I'll drive on up. Like, Bill, you're in New
Not to
York.
mention he was trying to show up to my house and help me finish the Regal for like 3
Yeah.
weekends in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, he is a dedicated, he's a dedicated guy.
Yeah, he's
love
great.
Mr.
We love
Bill Kish.
Bill
Yep.
Kish.
So I can't wait to see for your car to pull in on Thursday night or Friday night or whenever you get here and look it over, and we'll go real fast, dude.
Arcane, you still were the closest.
Closest, but not within 5 pounds.
Yeah, not within 5, but it's a light boy.
Yes.
There we go.
I put it on the scales and I was like, oof. I was not expecting that.
But yeah, so hopefully Berlin is his German Shepherd. He's a good boy. He's a good
That was
boy.
a tangent.
I know, yeah.
Back to
Sorry.
the animals.
Back to
Sorry.
the animals. Hopefully he comes up. I need to meet him. And then I assume what are your 2 dogs' names again?
Tucker and Ponto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they probably won't be there.
No,
But
no.
yeah.
Tucker is an old man, doesn't want to do anything, and Ponto is
Ponto
unaware.
has empty head, but
Yeah,
we love Ponto.
big head, no thoughts.
Yes.
Yep.
That's within 2.
Yeah, it's within 2.
Wait, what? He got it?
How many guesses did it take?
That was like 10
That
guesses.
was his second guess, I think.
No, he got some of those in there.
I
But
think that was 4th, but yeah.
yeah, but we never said it was a guess list.
Yeah,
Yeah, Arcane, shoot me an email.
Joke's on you.
Tyler.v.
We're going to pull more weight out.
It doesn't weigh that anymore.
We're going to be here till 10. I'm going to cut 80 more pounds. My goals for Streetcar is if I can get a trap on 115, I'd be a happy boy.
That'd
My
be
car,
cool.
so for the folks that don't know my car, it weighs so much more than a regular Sonic, even
Yes.
with all the carbon bits.
It's bag.
It's
a
bag.
compressor.
I have like sound deadening over every square inch of the car. It doesn't feel like a Sonic anymore on the inside, which is great.
Yeah, that is
Nice.
nice.
But it is. I think when I waited at VIR with me in the car, it was like something like 3105. It was very, very, very heavy, and
So
it
what you're
has
saying
a
is your car weighs 1,000 pounds
Yeah.
more.
Half
the
a
other-
ton.
yeah with me, and I'm chunky boy. I'm like 225. But like even with a carbon hood,
Boy, you rounded down a little bit, ain't you, over there?
you can come to this scale, brother.
It's like the other day. I'm like, you run a 93 octane? Yes.
Oh, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, hey, customer, sorry if you're out there watching.
Yeah, Arcane.
Oh,
It's to me.
We had a customer come in. We asked him about what fuel he was running. He just picked up his car. So I was like, "Hey man, fuel thing has a little bit of knock. What you running 93 in here?" He's like,
Yep.
it was a pregnant pause.
Yeah, like, for
He's like,
sure.
Yes.
Best thing to do is lie about your tuner about what fuel you're running.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was like, brother, that was not 93 in that boy. Either if it was, that was
And
some
Bo's like,
backwater.
So where do you get the fuel? And he's like, yeah, mobile over on 68th or whatever. And I was
Uh-huh.
like, yeah, that should be good normally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like I got a E from the mobile today, and I tested 82 on
Yeah,
the way back
that-
to the shop.
that
and I was
mobile
like,
I told you it was good, right?
that's
Great.
some spicy E for
Yeah.
out of a pump. Jesus.
Ryan Derrick, if the snowball makes it into the roll race,
If the snowball
Tested
can
too.
make it into the roll race
what
stuff,
would you expect? Man.
that car is not super heavy, so
No,
it's fairly light for what it is. I would expect 130s out of that car because
That's
that
pretty
car
spicy.
because that car it still holds. I'm gonna put out there that car still holds the LNF half mile track record at 159, boys.
It does.
So
Mhm.
God dang.
yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. So that car still holds it to this day. You know, no one's people have been gotten close. No one's beat it.
Yeah, John Kennedy was supposed to chase that down, and for some reason he didn't show up for his install, so I don't know how he's going to chase that down without a new engine.
I'm waiting for someone to beat me, give me a reason to try
Yep.
to go back one day. But yeah, so it's and that car with the new setup, it runs very
Yeah.
good. It's just a good responding car. It's kind of set for road course now. I got the wing on it, but I got the chin trunk, and
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
That would be sweet to see that thing go real fast.
If not, now I'll park it in the show, and we'll just have fun and gap some people on the way home.
There you go.
True.
There you go.
So either way, it's doing some gapping of some sort this weekend.
It's going to be there.
It's gonna,
It gonna
be
be
there.
there.
Don't you worry. Flashy lights and big wing and everything. Me pulling extra drag behind it. Gonna get some people. All right, boys. We got 503. What are we doing this weekend? Randy, why don't you start us off over there, homeboy?
Weekend. I'm gonna do the OZs. Got to put sticky tires back on.
I'm real sad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sad about
I
it.
know, but it's just
I get it.
the car. It spins so much. So I put 200 tread words back on the car.
Achilles don't sponsor us.
Yeah.
Federal do sponsor us.
Yeah.
No. Yokohama Advan.
Bridgestone.
We love you.
Bridgestone.
You are
Federal.
Goodrich, boys.
I don't know. I'm slowly
Sorry?
getting converted to Bridgestone. I'm not.
I am Team Advan. Give me the JDM boys.
Yeah.
Anyway, go
No,
on.
Yeah,
the wheels, tires. I'm really just gonna try to spend time with Katie, hang out, because I have been here till wee hours this week.
Happy wife, happy life.
Exactly. So
That's you, big old boy. Don't go down the line.
I never said predictions, so I'm going to go with
Yeah.
10.7
Ooh, okay.
and 135 mile per hour.
I like
That
it.
is way too conservative, homeboy.
yeah.
No, that's
I'm thinking
not conservative.
10.5s off the trailer, but yeah, go home.
That's what we're doing.
I mean, a 1.360 foot gets us to 10.5.
Today's episode was sponsored by Applebee's. You are correct.
Weekend's going to be busy because every weekend in the summer is busy.
Yeah.
You have a wife that likes to do stuff.
Yep.
And family.
Certainly
So
does.
tonight,
volunteer for cool stuff. Yeah.
gonna work on the Sonic. My sister and brother-in-law are coming in town. Then tomorrow, my cousin's coming into town with his girlfriend, and then my mom and dad are coming into town, and they're
Jesus.
staying with us, and then
Jesus.
And then it'll be Monday.
Monday.
I mean,
I still need to get Erica's HHR here, so maybe Sunday.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, whenever, dude.
Anyway.
No worries. Me? I gotta go home and fix the lawnmower.
You got to turn some screws on the carburetor?
Yep. Berlin's been trying
Rip
to
the
drive
damn
it.
tensioner out of the deck. I gotta weld it back in.
Ah.
But that'll be no problem. Straighten out some charge piping with the mousse. Maybe I would love to wash it, like actually wash it.
Yeah, it feels good.
And maybe put a nice little polish on it and a coat of wax, and then that'll be all the paint.
Yep.
Love it gets for the summer.
There you go.
And other than that, I gotta go get fitted for a tux for a wedding.
Ooh. Wait.
Not mine.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, so mostly Regal tinkering, small tinkering, light adjustments, just making sure it's good to go.
Cool.
Throwing the GXP on jack stands. Gonna get the wheels off it, mount some new tires for next week, and get an alignment on that.
Cool.
Not that it needs it, but it does need
Yeah,
it.
you need it. You always need it.
Not event prep, but just general.
I know they make them out there, but like, boys, like we need to put some places those you pay like $150, you get a limited lifetime.
Firestone,
alignments.
yeah.
Firestone does that.
Yep.
I don't trust my car in Firestone, but you know, like,
I'm a tow and go boy, so
there you
I
go.
make too many suspension adjustments.
I think Bell Tire has something like that too.
Yeah.
Really?
I should look
Why in
into
the
it because
world
I would
haven't
put
we
them out of
purchased
business.
that?
Yeah, like we have a bunch of cars, unlimited boys. This weekend, I need to. The ATS has. So I traveled to Chicago 2 weekends in a row, and it is the June bug season.
Oh, yeah.
It is
Oh, yeah.
covered in bugs, so I got to watch the ATS again.
Yep.
I need to. I got to get snow car. Just dial it. Just do some small things, make it fit a little better. It's pretty much ready to go. Besides turning up the booster, we're doing 35 pounds if possible.
Yep.
And then I didn't play D&D last week, so I'm a salty boy. So once again, D&D is hopefully this weekend. Hang out with friends, play some games, and
Nice.
I have really good pizza. We got a local shop called Lombardo's.
Lombardo's.
Yeah,
Last
always
night
good.
we had
I
that.
got 2 slices of meat lovers still, and that's dinner tonight. So I'm really looking forward to that, like real.
Man, now that you guys talk about car washing, that's probably needs to happen. My car stays relatively clean, but we got construction going on here, and it's
It's dusty.
It's rough.
I'm driving the Camaro home.
Ooh.
That is getting a wash.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
That
like,
is getting a
That's your
soak.
whole weekend, dude.
That
That
might
might be
thing should be
that's
so
gonna be-
satisfying to wash for you. 'Cause
Oh,
you
it
are like
will
the
be.
wash boy.
that's gonna be like a Tommy's on the way home, and then a hand wash again over the weekend.
I don't even want to run it through
Yeah,
Tommy's.
no,
it's just gonna grind it in.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
take it home. I'm gonna suds it down, foam can it, let it all soak.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of which,
Yeah,
I
it'll
still
be
gotta do
good.
my
I'm
red.
sure-
I gotta do my red carpet project. I gotta bring my carpet.
Oh,
over
yeah,
there.
I
You're
forgot
not
about
you're not available this weekend, so
Mm.
I'm gonna use you for that.
I'm sure your driveway is full right now, but when you bring the H car in, if you want to take Camaro home, that's a good place to keep it clean.
He says, "Keep that thing there, boy. We need space."
No, that's fine. We're good.
Chris, yes, dirt in wheels can definitely throw off tire balance. Will it necessarily slow you down? I don't know, but
Hey, you
it'll
know
make
what?
it go.
Washing is free, so do it.
That's true.
Is it though?
It's
Free
like-
enough?
It's like cents, but yeah.
Yeah, well, free enough.
Value your time, people. Anyway,
All right, boys.
we are after 5.
5:08.
Yep.
Boys.
Thanks for tuning in. I
Yeah,
think
thanks
the
for
next
joining.
time you see us will be a full-on recap of SCT.
Yeah,
we
2 weeks.
will not be here next week
Friday, yep.
because we will be at Streetcar Takeover.
Mhm.
Pay attention to our Instagram and Facebook stories, or come join us.
Well, I was gonna
We
say,
would-
just what are you
Yeah,
people
come on
doing?
down.
Come on down right now.
US 131 Friday, Saturday
Come on
night.
down.
Go
Grab a lane.
StreetcarTakeover.com. Go buy your tickets. Show up. Come talk some stuff with Ryan D. I'll talk some stuff.
I'll give you a Miller High Life.
Yeah.
I'll
Tyler,
give you a Miller Lite.
And I will
Tyler,
give you
you-
bourbon probably. So.
Tyler, you realize like what if like 30 people show up? Like Tyler, you say you're gonna give us a Miller. You got a lot of cases.
I mean,
of beer to
Tyler
go.
stays with the spicy
That
waters.
is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have enough Miller.
Fair enough.
12 pack is $10.79 out the door, so
Oof.
it's fine.
You'll be all right.
Anyway,
All right, boys.
thanks for
Thanks for
tuning
joining
in.
in to us.
Later.
Peace.
Are we off, Mike? Got to talk shit about it?